Well, Kerala is on the edge as the Sabarimala temple is going to be reopening today. The shrine doors will be thrown open for devotees in an evening for special puja. The temple will be closed tomorrow evening. Security has been beefed up in and around Sabarimala with the deployment of over 2,300 police personnel, including women officers. Additionally, 20 commandos have also been deployed in Sabarimala and Pamba. Prohibitory orders under Section 144 remain imposed in the areas just close to the Sabarimala since Sunday. Police have also set up multiple checkpoints on all the roads leading to the shrine. The cops restricted media on Sunday at Nilakal, that's the base camp, which is 16 kilometers from Sabarimala. However, they would be allowed to proceed today. And despite massive security, activists have vowed to stop women from entering Sabarimala. On Sunday, Kerala Congress staged a protest also against women's entry into the temple.
It's going to be a big day yet again in Sabarimala because the forest shrine in the Pathanamthitta district of Kerala will be open for almost 2 days today evening, and technically the temple will be open today evening at around 5 o'clock, and it will remain open for devotees till today, tomorrow late night at around till 10 o'clock. And as you can see here right now, we are in Pamba, which is actually the base camp, or we can say the checkpoint towards Sabarimala, or the last checkpoint towards Sabarimala. As you can see in this visual, there is heavy police deployment in Pamba. And this is the kind of deployment the police has been doing in the last 2 days, because over the last couple of days we have seen how there were multiple incidents and allegations that the media and other people were restricted from coming to Pamba and even traveling beyond Nilakal. Because the temple is opening only in the evening, it has been decided that devotees and other people and even the journalists will be sent beyond this polling point only by 9:30, 10 in the morning. And as you can also see in this visual, there is very heavy police deployment. You can see the numbers have gone up largely as compared to the last time. So police is leaving no stones unturned. Also, the women battalion is also in place. It's also important to note that there is an additional deployment of policemen, including women police officers in Sannidhanam and other areas where there will be devotees. So technically, there is a very heavy police deployment in Sabarimala ahead of the day, because over the last couple of days and weeks we have seen how this issue has turned out to be a huge political battle between the major political parties in the state. So technically it's going to be a big day, and if there is any women who is coming to offer their prayers, then we will certainly have to wait and see on what is the kind of action the police will be taking against the devotees who potentially could stop them. With camera person Jayakumar, Gopi Krishnan in Pamba for India Today.
Okay, let me go straight across now to Gopi Krishnan Unithan, who was giving out that detailed report. Gopi, so what do you see around you apart from the unprecedented security, and what are the kind of reactions that you have been getting from the women devotees and others who believe in the Supreme Court's order, who believe in the law of the land and would like, to go inside and pay their respects to Lord Ayyappa?
Well, Avantika, we are right now in Pamba, which is actually the last checkpoint before getting into the trekking route. And right behind me, I must first talk about this security deployment, which is immense. You can see the members of the Indian Reserve Battalion, which is already in place, along with the Women Battalion, which is on the other side of this road. And also there are police personnel from the State Armed Police Department. So technically, we must say that this is a huge police deployment, something that we haven't seen in the recent past. Even during the festive season, we haven't seen a kind of deployment like what we are seeing now. Now, coming down to the issue of devotees. After what happened during last season, during the last monthly puja, where there were multiple incidents of women devotees and also journalists being attacked by the protesters, I must say that after that there hasn't been anybody who has actually voluntarily made a comment or even an announcement that they wanted to visit this temple. Maybe these people are actually waiting for the whole issue to settle down, and the case is coming up in the Supreme Court again on 13th, when there will be the review petitions which will be considered. So we must assume that as of now, there is nobody who has voluntarily come up to visit Sabarimala or enter Sabarimala. We have also been in touch with the police personnel, which is in charge of this whole area of Pamba and Nilakal, and even they told that nobody has approached them seeking protection or any kind of intervention for them to offer their prayers in Sabarimala. So despite the Supreme Court verdict, we are not really expecting such a huge number of turnout of devotees or even women devotees this time, because the temple will remain open only for around 28 hours, because the temple will obviously shut on tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. And after that, after 13th, when the Supreme Court is considering the review petition, on 17th of this month, we have the temple opening yet again as part of the actual puja or the festive season, which is a very long season. The temple will remain open till the 27th of December. That is almost like 45 days. And the kind of turnout of the devotees will also be very huge. So that will be the most crucial part as far as the state government and the protesters are concerned, because it's going to be really difficult to pick out these women who are coming. Even if anybody is coming, it's going to be a tough task for the protesters and the police to stop them during the actual festive season.
Absolutely. Gopi, just kindly stay on with me. I'll just come back to you in a bit. So these are some of the questions on the day that Sabarimala once again reopens. Is the state set for Sabarimala Showdown 2.0? Those are the burning questions today. And can Kerala Chief Minister ensure the Supreme Court order's execution, which so far hasn't been done, despite the state's government assurance to provide a safe passage to women? Will faith fight trump women's right to equality? And is Sabarimala victim of left versus BJP politics? So that is some of the questions that I'm going to be asking each one of our guests. We have Brinda, who's social activist. She's supporting the women's entry into the Sabarimala shrine. Dinesh Varshne, leader of the CPI. And Rahul Ishwar, the activist who's actually leading the campaign. And we're also going to be joined by Shaina NC, BJP spokesperson as well. She's already with us. Gopi Krishnan Unithan as well is joining us for more on this. Rahul Ishwar, first of all, I would also like to in advance wish all of my guests a happy Diwali. Let's just begin this debate now. Rahul Ishwar, I just want to ask you this one question. We have been tracking the entire Sabarimala protest very closely. Do you and your supporters believe in the law of the land and the supremacy of the Supreme Court?
We absolutely believe in the law of the land. That's the reason why we believe that India is a democracy and will of the people is the most important thing. This is Jallikattu version 2 for Kerala. We are appealing to Supreme Court and we are going for the review and writ on November 13th. And along with that, we are also trying for a legislative route where we hope that the central government will bring.
Okay, Rahul Ishwar there, who is traveling. We just had an issue with his audio. But that is the whole question, if I may ask Shaina NC. Shaina, the Chief Minister of the state squarely pins the blame on the RSS and the BJP. They have accused the BJP of fomenting tension in the city. They have accused the RSS activists of deliberately causing violence in the state and just unnecessarily rousing passions. Is the party in any way also flouting the Supreme Court order and is responsible for not ensuring that this particular order of the Supreme Court is peacefully executed?
Firstly, if the state government feels that the RSS and BJP are responsible, we want to question, isn't law and order a state subject, and why shouldn't he have taken cognizance of the protesters in his own state? Why did they not participate in a review petition if there was a sentiment not just of devotees but women devotees to the tune of lakhs? Now, do understand that the BJP has always stood for women's equality when it comes to any criminal act, whether it's triple talaq or for that matter, even if it comes to areas of faith, whether it's Shani Shignapur or Hajali Dargah. We must understand the kind of devotees in Sabarimala are on the rampage because there is a 1,000-year tradition. Are you going to just undo that and believe that the devotees have no space and no voice? Are you going to just disrespect the priests when they talk about a celibate God? Are you going to just disregard the royal family and believe that you cannot go to any other Ayyappa temple if you so choose to go and pray? So I think there are lots of serious questions. It is a very unfortunate situation that you have the Honorable Supreme Courts that have given a viewpoint, the devotees wanting themselves to be heard, and the state government doing absolutely nothing about it, not bothering.
So let me ask Mr. Dinesh now, leader with the CPI.
And more
Mr.
important-
Dinesh, why blame the others when the state government themselves failed to ensure that there was proper law and order? I mean, we saw overnight after the Chief Minister returned from his trip abroad, there were mass arrests, there were urgent crackdowns, there were acrimonious tussles between activists and and the police. Why did the government fail? Why did the government fail to ensure that the Supreme Court's order is implemented and that there was no contempt of court? Why was a situation in the first place that despite an assurance from the government providing a safe passage to women, not a single women devotee who wanted to enter the shrine was prevented from doing so?
Look, Avanti, we tried our level best that all women should be allowed, those who wanted to go to the shrine. The women were taken up. The pujaris blocked the entry to the main temple, to the main sanctum of the temple. We do not wanted a situation that brings the clashes, but at the same time, we are trying our level best to obey the order. We are ideologically committed to fight against the gender bias.
But sir, do you think that your level best is good enough? Because there were violent clashes.
Become a democratic
Women journalists were attacked. There is a fear now of devotees being intimidated. In fact, there is an atmosphere now of this kind of a feeling amongst the devotees that they shouldn't really venture, otherwise they're going to face the wrath of the various activists or those who believe that women shouldn't enter. Why is there no support from the state government?
Look, always in police action, there are two methodology throughout the world. One, at the time of the event, if they are not able to arrest or if they are not able to take action because of various reasons, then the action will be taken later on. And later on the actions were taken. Many arrests has been made with the video proofs and other proofs. And most of them are arrested under bailable offences. Some of them are arrested under non-bailable offences. This is the police action strategy throughout the world that we have done. Number two, you see, if a national president of a national political ruling party says disobey the Supreme Court order, and unfortunately the Home Minister of India is not taking any action against his political president, what will you do? What will you do? I am asking you. I am asking you. People say openly on a national television today that respect the royal family. What are you talking in the 21st century?
But the state government cannot just put their hands up and give up and say that, okay, we'll just have to wait and watch when Sabarimala reopens China and see. How do you respond to all of these charges?
1948, please listen to me. Till 1948, in the same temple, the king was entering with his wife below 50. In 1991, there was no problem till 1991.
No, but then why has the state government failed to arrive at a consensus with the royal family or other stakeholders who are protesting against the Supreme Court order, sir? That only reflects the state government's failure.
Let BJP say in its election manifesto, let BJP say in its election manifesto, they are meant for gender bias.
Let me please come
They
in.
are not in support of the equality to the women.
All
the
right.
women should remain to the kitchen.
Okay, let me get in
They
China
should not
here
go
now.
Out. Let BJP say in their manifesto. Let BJP say.
All right,
The
you've
law
had
and
your
order
word now.
situation in
Mr.
Sunny
Dinesh, just kindly
Singapore,
hold
they
on.
agree.
Just hold on here.
In
Shaina, please go
Sabarimala,
ahead.
They don't want to agree.
How do you respond to
What
these
is
charges?
This duplicity?
See, one second. People keep talking about Article 14, but people seem to forget that in Article 25 and 26, every person has a right to believe in the God of their choice and to pray in the choice of theirs. Now, if you're going to have one fundamental right which is going to override another fundamental right, it raises question. You have devotees who are saying, and these are not just devotees in the numbers of few hundred, these are lakhs who want to be represented, who want to be heard. I mean, if you can make exceptions in the case of Jallikattu, or you can have exceptions when the azan is being played near a mosque, or you can have very many exceptions exceptions when it comes to Shani Shignapur. I don't understand why we should not have an exception when it comes to Sabarimala too. And I just want to say that for those who are trying to pitch this one party versus the other, please have a rethink, because law and order is a state subject. You should have contained it long back. You should have been a part and privy to the review petition, having all stakeholders'
Shaina, I am asking you, are you ready to write in your election manifesto
in every matter
that we are against the
sometimes you
equality
have
to
had
the women?
legislation which is
Shaina ji,
over.
I am asking you, Shaina ji, I am asking you, will you for exception will write
That's
in
exactly
your,
what I'm
will
saying,
you
sir.
for your exception will
Equality
write
to
in your
women
election
when it comes to a
manifesto
criminal
that
act
we do
like
not want
triple
equality
talaq,
to
where
the
you're
women in
ruining a
comparison
woman's
to the
life,
man?
is totally
You are
different
against the women
to the
equality.
choice
You are for
of
gender
praying
bias.
or
Will you
worshipping
write
the
this
Lord
in
of
your
your
manifesto
choice
that you are meant
with
for
certain
gender bias?
guidelines?
Will you
Tomorrow
say,
you will say
let
that
Amit
there
Shah
is a
give this
Jain monk
speech
who has
in
taken
Rajasthan,
Diksha. Men are allowed to touch
Chhattisgarh and
his
Madhya
feet. Why
Pradesh,
shouldn't women
that
be
we are
allowed to
against
touch
the
his feet?
women
Are we
equality.
going to question everything?
Let Amit Shah
Are we
give
going to
this
question
statement
when
there.
you
All
go
right.
to a fire temple and where
All
women
right,
are
I'm
not
just going to
allowed
request
and
both
men
of you
are
to kindly
allowed?
hold
Are you
on,
going
just
to
hold on.
question
Please
that,
let
or
me
are
just
you
get in my
going
other
to
guest as
conform?
well.
Because if
Brinda,
you're going to
what
be
do you
in this
make of this? You know, this is
nonsense
obviously
mode,
now
I
an
think we should
out-and-out
really
political
review
issue.
all
It's
our
the latest
processes,
flashpoint now between
go
political
back in
parties
time,
and
what is
conservatives
So why
and
don't you
liberals.
write in your
What do you have to say about the basic issue of the Supreme Court judgment? It was a 4-1 majority verdict that allowed women's entry into Sabarimala. It was an unprecedented, step by the Supreme Court. Many hailed it as a progressive verdict. Now many are even going back on their word. If today the Kerala Chief Minister is hitting out at the BJP and the RSS for the violent agitation, the RSS also and the BJP have been held responsible for a complete turnaround and a volte-face on this particular matter, seeing the sentiments on the ground. Your thoughts?
I would like to absolutely place on record that BJP has been hypocritical with this entire issue of gender equality. They are also very, very selective. It is also a sanskari understanding and ideology that gender equality will be selective when it is criminal. When you say Article 14 is the supreme of my constitution, how is it that you say how you override it, don't override it? Shaina NC Madam Ji has put it very correctly. Your protesters are on a rampage, and these protesters have been egged on by the RSS. You also expect us to listen to the royal family when my country, when it got independence, has abolished anything called royalty. How dare you ask the citizens of India who vote you into power to bow our heads to something called royalty? Absolutely nonsense.
Look,
you do not want us to bow our head to the Supreme Court and to the constitution of my country, where we are asking us. Madam, I did not disturb you. Kindly hold on. Let me finish. You do not have to.
So what's the question, Brinda? Why don't you just ask your questions, then
Don't.
Shaina will have an answer to them.
Why are you not allowing us? Why are you not allowing us to go in there and pray when you know that what is being suggested by your protesters and the devotees, lakhs of them and women, is a patriarchy that they want to say? If this Ayyappa, who is Naishtika Brahmachari, preposterous that you are suggesting and implying, all your protesters will be tempted by women going in between the ages of 10 and 50, and how dare you make that kind of a blame on us women who want to go there pray? We are equal devotees. How can Rahul Ishwar call us atheists? Who gave him that kind of an authority to call us names? We are as much devotees as anybody
All right,
else.
let her respond now,
You are
Brinda.
not allowing us over there because of your patriarchal mindset.
Shaina, if you could please respond to that.
So, my reply is this. Yeah. Whether it's a woman or a man, going to a temple is not a matter of criminality, or it is not a matter of equality, because there are multiple Ayyappa temples that women can go and visit. So let's not mix the point. When it comes to a child marriage, when it comes to sati, when it comes to multiple marriages, these are all criminal offenses. When it comes to women's dignity, please understand what grave offenses are. And when there is a mindset of lakhs and lakhs of women devotees who say that this is about a celibate God. Tomorrow, Brindaji, if there is a Jain monk who has taken Diksha and men are allowed to touch his feet, are women going to say, no, I too want to do it and this is my right and this is equality? Please, let's not miss the point. The point is that you have a
But you know,
certain
Shaina, that's
ritual
the point. The
which
point is actually
positive
that
in
there's a
sense
Supreme
and
Court
which
order.
can be viewed negative.
And whatever
If you
one's
choose
faith
not to
be,
perform
that
it,
needs
do
to be
not.
implemented,
If you
Shaina.
choose to
Don't you
perform
think
it,
that what's
perform.
happening in
But
Sabarimala
why
is
look
clear
at the
contempt of
outrage
court?
of the devotees? Look, you talk about Article
So will your
14,
government
but
be
there is an
ready
Article
to
25
make
and
criminal
Article 26 which gives
marital
every
rape
person
can
a
become
right to
criminal
play
as per your-
the way he
Can
or
I
she
point
would
out one
want
thing?
to. Now, if you're going to use and misuse selective viewpoints, what happened when it was a Jallikattu? What happens when you have an azan playing outside a mosque? What happens when you have a dahi handi and people don't maintain a height restriction? Are these not violations?
being selective.
And at the same
Can
time,
I point
you
out one
are
thing?
All right.
pitching it.
All right,
as if
Rahul,
this
I'm
is
going to
a
come to you. I'm just going to
matter
come to
of
you.
only
All right.
equality. It is a matter of faith too.
All right, Shaina, just kindly stay on with me. I really
So
have to step
marital
in
rape, you
into
will
a break
bring in a-
right here. I'll come back. We will continue our discussion. Sabarimala, in fact, opens today amid unprecedented security. We're hearing that several police personnel, including women cops, have already been deployed to ensure that there is no untoward law and order situation. Burning question, and the discussion is on the opening of Sabarimala. It has opened today amidst tight security. There's going to be a special puja that's going to be held in the day. Shaina NC from the BJP is with me. Brinda, who's a social activist and has been supporting the women's entry into Sabarimala, is also joining us on the broadcast. Dinesh Varshane, who's the leader with the CPI, is with us, and Rahul Ishwar, a prominent activist and literally the face of the agitation against women's entry into the shrine. Women in the age group of 10 to 50 years. Rahul Ishwar, to you umpteen number of times in the past, and all along you have claimed that you're following the Gandhian ways. But you have been also booked under multiple sections. You have been accused of instigating the protests. You have been accused of violating the atmosphere, vitiating the atmosphere, and also inciting the protesters against those women devotees who actually want to enter the shrine. You in fact have been arrested for obstructing police from carrying out their duties and unlawful assembly. Isn't all of this contempt of court?
Two things, ma'am. One, the communist atheist government of Kerala is trying hard to find excuses to arrest me. Court has granted me bail that day itself, even on a Sunday when the police arrested me from a home. And court asked police, what did he say wrong? He was simply saying that there are some people who are over emotional standing there. See, this is not something against Rahul Ishwar. This is an atrocity against so many Ayyappa devotees. Please understand that 3,600 people are arrested. It is an emergency-like situation in Kerala. Can you imagine 3,700, nearly 3,700 people are arrested across the state of Kerala?
Most of them, in fact, have affiliations
was
to political
arrested.
parties, primarily the
No,
BJP and the RSS.
No, BJP and RSS really did a great job. Now, I don't belong to any party, but RSS is an organization that is committed for the Hindu and Indian cause. So we respect them. And also the Kerala's Congress leadership also supports the devotees.
So you respect them, but you don't respect the law of the land.
No, we respect the law of the land. That's the reason why we have gone ahead with the review.
Aren't your actions disrespectful? There is a Supreme Court order. It was a 4-1 majority verdict. Why not just wait till the review petitions are heard by the Supreme Court and allow those women who actually want to enter the shrine?
That is the exact request we have to the Honorable CM of Kerala, Sri Pinarayi Vijayan.
So why don't you wait it out
13.
then? The Supreme Court is not in any tearing hurry to hear those review petitions, Rahul.
Please wait till November 13 and please, we are only asking them, please give us time till November 13 and let there not be any confrontation on November 5th, today and tomorrow. Please understand that some feminist activists...
Are you saying that if tomorrow, and I don't mean to speculate, but if tomorrow the review petitions are heard and the Supreme Court still stands by its verdict, what will be your stand then?
We will hope for a legislative...
Will you abide by the Supreme Court's order then?
We will definitely respect Supreme Court, but along with that, just like Jallikattu, we hope that some kind of a common ordinance for both Sabarimala and Ayodhya can be brought by the Honorable present government and PM
So
Modi,
why isn't the government bringing out an ordinance? Don't you feel let down?
No, this is not about any letdown. We are thinking beyond politics. We hope such kind of an ordinance which will save both Sabarimala and Ayodhya can be brought, a common place of worship act.
How do you say that you're thinking beyond politics, Rahul? You just now were praising the activists of the BJP and the RSS who were arrested by the state government and who have been accused of vitiating the atmosphere.
Remember, We don't have any politics in this, but at the same point of time, good work has been done by the Sangh volunteers. We should appreciate that because they were fighting for the cause of the devotees. Along with that, the Kerala's opposition leader, Congressperson Ramesh Chennithala, Sri K. Sudhakaran, former MP, also, or Prayar Gopalakrishnan and Ajay Trail also did good work. So we devotees don't have any politics, and please remember, a good number of communist mothers have came out in support of us, saying that our belief is sacrosanct. Please don't meddle in it. And please understand, lakhs of women are out on the road, just like Advocate K.K. Venugopal pointed out.
Because they claim, and you in fact and the others have been accused of creating that environment of intimidation, and you particularly and your colleagues of browbeating them, of threatening them,
Absolutely.
and of also adopting to other intimidatory tactics.
Just give me one line. This is a fight that is initiated by our mothers and grandmothers. We are only people who are behind them. Our women are out on road, and lakhs of women have come out on road. This is a fight by our women folk for Swami Ayyappa. This is perfectly legal because deity concept, the deity is a celibate deity.
All right, just stay on with me. Mr. Dinesh, what next now? How will the state government ensure a safe and smooth passage for women who want to enter the shrine?
Any woman wish to enter to the shrine will be allowed to go in security. Any women wish to pray will be allowed to do. And
But
we
that was said
request the
earlier as
countries
well,
the
and
pujaris
not a
of the
single
temple,
woman who
Ayyappa
wants to
temple,
enter the shrine
kindly
has been
allow
able to
them.
do so.
This is 21st century. This is not. Do you want, should we make a firing in the temple? Is it possible in this century? Firing can't be made in temple. People have to be convinced. People have to be convinced first. No government will dare to fire in the temple. We can't do that. We'll have to wait and watch. We are doing our level best. But what Rajnath Singh ji is doing, why has he not arrested Amit Shah? He clearly violated the Supreme Court order by speaking that these are the places where Supreme Court orders are not accepted.
Sir, law and order
It is a
comes under
contempt
your
of court.
government. You are responsible.
The highest court of the land has been contempted.
Mr.
What
Pinarayi
Home Minister
Vijayan
of
is
India is doing?
responsible for the law and order situation in the state.
No, Baba,
he is to
what will
ensure
you
that
do?
the Supreme
The
Court
second
order is
most-
implemented. He is to ensure that women devotees are allowed entry into the temple.
Person, after the Prime Minister, the second most powerful person of India, Amit Shah ji has violated the Supreme Court order. RSS, BJP, even Rahul Eshwar has become a crony of the RSS when he says that RSS is a Hindu or nationalist organization. Not a single pebble for India has been thrown on the Britishers by the RSS. What is he talking?
Let me come in, please.
All these right reactionary people are against the gender equality. They have to be fought against. They have to be fought against. They have to be fought against by the media also. They have to be fought against by the common people also.
All right.
People have been fooled by these people earlier also. They wanted to divert the nation attention from the failure of the demonetization, highest unemployment, price rise, petrol diesel prices.
No, but now you're digressing
This is their
from
deliberate attempt.
No. Now you're just talking about the other issues. Let's talk about the issue that is important: the entry
I'm
of
not
women between the age of 10 and 15 to Sabrimala.
This is the fact.
How will you ensure that that's going to happen?
That is what the politics of BJP and RSS is. This is, yes, we will allow them. We have earlier also taken and we'll take today also if they wanted to go. We have allowed them earlier also. IG police was sent with her, and today also it will be done if they wanted to go.
All right, Mr. Dinesh, Brinda, Shaina NC, Rahul Ishwar and my colleague Gopi, thanks all for joining us. Kerala bracing for another bout of massive protests as the Sabarimala temple opens its doors to devotees. The Kerala government has already stepped up security. Politics has not died, as you clearly saw from that discussion. Activists are promising to ensure that women are kept out of the temple no matter what. Let's take a look at this detailed report.
A massive security cover. Kerala police brace for fresh protests as Sabarimala temple opens its doors to devotees on Monday. The government is not taking any chances this time. 2,300 police personnel, including female cops, have been deployed at Sannidhanam, Pamba, Nilakkal and Ellavanakkal. 20 commandos have also been deployed at Sabarimala and Pamba. The state government has even imposed Section 144 to prevent unlawful gatherings. Multiple checkpoints have also been set up en route to the temple. The government has even issued prohibitory orders restricting media entry into Nilakal.
By seeing the news and the security stepped into the Sabarimala temple to give the protection to the devotees and all, also we welcome them. We also request through media to all the normal people, all the people in the Kerala not to create any kind of thing. Don't fall into the infatuation of political issues.
But this massive security cordon has not deterred anti-entry activists, who have not only reached Pamba despite the security cover, but even vowed to stop women's entry, dubbing it an atheist invasion of Sabarimala.
We have to guard the temple from an atheist feminazi invasion for almost 30 hours. The temple is going to be opened on November 5th, 5 o'clock, and closed by November 6th around 10:30, 11. I would request every believer, every right-minded proud Hindu and every believer of every faith to support us, and especially all Sabarimala devotees to come to Sabarimala.
मुझे पूरा विश्वास है हमारे उच्च न्यायालय वो रिव्यू पिटीशन को लेगी और लोगों की जनमानस की भावनाओं को नजर में रखते हुए इस पर पुनर्विमर्श करेगी.
Not just anti-entry activists, Sabarimala temple entry has also snowballed into a massive political potboiler, with both the Congress and the BJP joining protests.
The communist government in Kerala is bent upon breaking the tradition. Now, with deploying thousands of police in the area, they want to break the tradition and claim victory over the devotees.
It is a very sensitive issue. All the stakeholders must be taken into confidence, and appropriate machinery must be there to look after the logistics and protection of the pilgrims.
Protest had turned violent on October 17 when the shrine was opened to devotees for the first time after the Supreme Court verdict. Women were not only stopped, but even journalists were not spared. Even as the Kerala government once again assures safety to all women devotees wishing to enter the temple, all eyes remain on the Kerala government. Will it be able to practice what it is now preaching? With Gopi Krishnan Unnithan, Bureau Report, India Today.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.